Hey, this video is for April 1st on Wednesday. For math, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and review some of the skills we've been learning with telling time on an analog clock. Here's an analog clock. Remember, throughout this video, you should be pausing it to either tell someone next to you the answers or telling yourself the answer and then resuming the video to check for understanding. So on our clock, we have two hands. We have a short hand and we have a long hand. This short hand tells us the hour, and the long hand tells us the minutes. So by looking at both of these hands, we can tell what time it is. Both the minute and the hour hand move in a direction that is called clockwise. And as the minute hand moves, and it moves quicker than the hour hand is also moving at the same time, just a little bit slower. And when our minute hand gets all the way to the 12, 60 minutes has gone by. 60 minutes is the same as 1 hour. What time is this? 9 o'clock. I have my hour hand on the 9 and my minute hand on the 12, meaning it's the start of a new hour, so this is 9 o'clock. We've also been learning about how each number that goes around can represent 5 minutes, because in between the 5 minutes, there are these little dots or there's little slashes depending on the clock, and each one of these represents how many minutes? 1 minute. So when I start right here, which would be 0, right, the o'clock, the 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. If I looked here, this would be 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 9 minutes, 10 minutes. 10 minutes is the same as being on the 2. So I know that I can skip count by 5, so sometimes it might be quicker if I have this time right here, which we just said was 9 o'clock. If I see that my minute hand is directly on this 1, I know that 5 minutes have gone by. So what time is it? 9:05. What time is this? 9:10, 9:15, 9:20, 9:25, 9:30, 9:35, 9:40, 9:45, 9:50, 9:55, and new hour, 10 o'clock. Just like we can use skip counting by 5s, we can also make sure that we can skip count by 5s and then count any additional minutes that's needed. So if I looked right here, we're at 10 o'clock right now. If I skip count by 5s, this would be 5, 10, 10, 10. But what if my minute hand was just a little bit further down? Say it was right here. I could skip count and say I'm still in the 10 o'clock hour. 5, 10, and now I can count by 1s. 11, 12, 13. Okay, so the time here would be 10:13. Another way to say that would be it's 13 minutes past 10 o'clock. Right here, the time is 10:15. I could also say it's 15 minutes past 10 o'clock. You might also hear this called a quarter past 10. This is the first quarter, just like we know quarters with fractions. A quarter is a fourth. So today we're going to learn about how we can tell time by also saying how many minutes have gone past an hour or before an hour. So if someone says it is 20 minutes past 10 o'clock, 20 minutes past 10 o'clock, I would start by going to 10 o'clock and I would look, well, where would 20 minutes past this be? Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20. So 20 minutes past 10 o'clock would be 10:20. Let's go back to 10 o'clock. What if someone said 20 minutes before 10? Well, here's 10 o'clock. I'm going to go before it 20 minutes. 5, 10, 15, 20. Now, if I'm going before 10 o'clock, we're now in the hour that was before 10, which would be 9. So I'm in the 9 o'clock hour. I'm going to count my minutes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. The time is 9:40. So 20 minutes before 10 is the same as saying 9:40. To review, when someone says so many minutes past a time, all you have to do is look at that time. If they're saying it's 10 minutes past 10, you're going to go to 10 o'clock and look, well, what is 10 minutes past 10? My minute hand's 10 minutes past the hour. My hour's at 10. Time is 10:10. If they were to say it's 10 minutes before 10, I'm on 10 o'clock, and I wonder where 10 minutes would be. Well, that's 5, 10. Now, this is the hard part because you have to look very closely to see that our hour hand is not actually on this 10 yet, because we're going back in time. It's not the 10 o'clock hour yet. 10 minutes before 10 is the 9 o'clock hour, so it's 9:50. What you're going to be doing today is you're going to be practicing how to tell time when someone's saying before or after a certain o'clock, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So you're going to be doing this in your Ready book. You're going to be doing 2:16 and 2:17 to practice that.